going on, you Beard Bro viewers, subscribers, lovers, and haters, all the above? Hope you guys are having a blessed day from the Beard Bros personally. Before we get started, if you're new, subscribe to the channel. If you're not new and you keep watching, like that. Slam that like button. Press the little bell for notifications, because if you're not aware, we post 3 different types of videos 3 times a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So just press the bell. You'll get all notifications of everything that we post.
Yo.
So if you're aware, which I'm sure you guys are, we post podcast Monday, food review Wednesday, and it was podcast Friday for a couple weeks. We told you we were taking a break to get better at what we do. Fucked Up Show is back. Season 2, Game 1, season opener. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Oh man, that was crazy. If y'all got to the end and see me eat dog food, that was fucking ridiculous. I mean, these games we come up with are unheard of. I don't see anybody else doing it.
Nobody's really doing it. We are trying to be as creative as we possibly can with
to a certain extent. I mean, we don't want to fucking break a leg or you know what I mean.
Right. We're not trying to hurt ourselves. I mean, there's a point of being hurt, and then there's a point of, like, crossing the line. We're not trying to do that. So, but basically, on that note, podcast Mondays will be now more of news and sports rather than just sports and then news on Fridays. We try to at least split it in half. There's a lot going on. I mean,
as of lately, there's been just mad shit just happening, it feels like.
Yeah. I mean, I guess where we could start, which is a little bit of both worlds. Today's football Sunday, so we're filming this the day before podcast Monday. If you hadn't heard, so the Ravens and Steelers game was supposed to be on Thursday. Thanksgiving evening game got canceled because COVID had hit the Ravens hard.
Hella running backs.
Week prior, like the week leading up to the game. So they had I think it was 12 cases. Mm-hmm. Since then, and they've moved it from Saturday to Saturday night to Sunday afternoon to Tuesday now. It's hit, even Lamar Jackson. It's hit their entire team. I think they're up to like 20 people.
Yeah.
Including a coach from the Steelers and James Conner, the running back for the Steelers. Both have been hit with COVID. So
it's been crazy. COVID hit a lot, though, like a lot of players. Like, I think Todd Gurley might have got it. He was projected to play, and then all of a sudden he was out.
Oh, really? So, he didn't have any prior injuries?
No, he didn't have questionable. The only person that was questionable was, like, Taylor, but I didn't see what was wrong with him either.
Huh. So, see, you have that, and then on top of that, the Denver Broncos were almost on the verge of forfeiting the game, which they said they were not going to forfeit. All their quarterbacks on the roster got COVID.
They were in the film room, no mask on, and one of their quarterbacks got COVID, so they were all exposed, so they couldn't play. So today they will be playing wide receiver.
I don't remember who the hell.
I can't remember how I say his name. It starts with the H, his last name.
Yeah, I don't know. They have a guy. I think his name's Kendall Hinton.
Yeah, that's his name.
He's a wideout. He played wideout, I think, in his college days. Not sure exactly where he played college, but yeah, he played college quarterback a little bit there. So he's not inexperienced to the extreme, but yeah, they got hit with COVID.
Yeah.
The Niners had gotten hit in their facility with COVID. On top of the governor said that they were no longer going to be able to do any contact sports in that county.
Santa Clara.
And so they're having to jump from one county to a different temporary facility and stuff for the time being, probably about 3 weeks or so.
Yeah.
So they're having to relocate completely to play football.
You got to think Toronto Raptors have done it so far. You're going to see the Blue Jays going to probably do it. A lot of the California teams are probably going to be moving because Cali's just a heavy hitter right now for COVID. So be expecting the Chargers, the Rams, the Trojans, UCLA, finding places to play.
I mean, it's tough because, again, if you had been following COVID, at least even in the last 4 months or so, but I'd say even more so from the beginning, they mentioned that COVID was going to get a lot worse once it got to the colder months of the year, which now we're there. We're there, and we're in the midst of it, and that means more people are going to get COVID. And I think there was something that got brought up, and it was an article I was reading, and what people don't seem to understand is everybody is susceptible of getting the COVID, because in Minneapolis, they have a hospital, and they say, we wish you could tour it, because if you could see how many young people under the age of 18 that not just have COVID, but to the extremities of having to be in the ICU, it's bad.
Oh, shit.
And so
Minnesota, get it together.
Well, they say it's everywhere, but people think that it's not a thing of the youth. And it's not. That's not at all the case. Like, any and everybody can get COVID. And so for that, on top of, they're talking about, like, numbers are supposed to skyrocket as if they haven't already. And because those that get it and are, like, asymptomatic, just because you're not having the symptoms does not mean you can't give it to somebody that may have a harder time of dealing with it. And so that's something you have to keep in mind, is it's not, whether or not you believe it or not, cool, whatever, but at the end of the day, at least be considerate enough to at least not try to spread it, because if you go lose your grandma, or you know somebody's grandma that passed away because of COVID, I think you would feel bad if you thought that you had given it to them.
You got to think too, even down to like simple shit, like people building houses right now are struggling because fucking COVID's made the market of lumber crazy. So you got to think this simple shit like that. Meat probably went up. I haven't seen if meat went up, but
I don't know as of lately.
But yeah, like shit like that, you got to think if we got the numbers down in America, a lot of shit would be less priced. Like, you would be back to building homes for $50,000 instead of $775 or $100,000, and it's only like a $200,000 house. So you got to think about shit like that too.
I mean, it all makes sense when you think about colder weather bringing more, like, illnesses upon us. It's just, I hope you guys can at least acknowledge the fact that regardless of if it's real or not real, or it's not that bad, it is that bad, the facts of the matter is people are dying from something, and that's the bottom line.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
And so that's been going on. You know, it's hitting sports, it's hitting things. Obviously there's so much going on around it right now with the vaccines and all that consideration. Last time we mentioned that there was going to be 50 million or close to that. There is about to be about 50 million produced. Half of them are going to be cut. It's going to be cut in exactly half because you have to take a double dosage. And those are going to be most likely served to the frontliners, like your nurses, your doctors, your EMTs, your firefighters, the people that are probably going to be in contact. Now, my question would be, do you think that they have a choice of taking it or not taking it?
No, they probably don't have a choice.
They're probably like, you have to take it.
Because, like, even being a doctor, I'm pretty sure you have to have all your fucking vaccines and shit. Yeah. So I'm assuming that's how it's
makes sense. I mean, it only makes sense that they have to do it. But, I mean, at the same time, it makes me, Cole Beasley do a touchdown. What the fuck?
Cole Beasley?
Yeah.
I'm playing against that
Anyways, yeah, so I don't know if I would. I guess the good thing is because I don't have the choice to take it or not right now, kind of better suits a lot of people, because now you get to see what exactly happens to those that have to take it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe they get it and they get worse.
They get, like, fucking antennas growing out of their head or something.
Yeah, so
I'm just over-exaggerating, but yeah, you never know.
You never know, so you're going to see what ends up happening here in the weeks to come.
Yeah.
I think they're talking, like, hopefully the first week to second week of December, they should be issuing those out to, again, the frontliners. So, I don't know. Keep your eyes and ears open. Make sure you're being open-minded to the idea, because if you're just kind of one of those people that you're set in your ways, then you're really not. You're not the solution.
Yeah. You're not.
You're the people that cause problems because those people that are open-minded look at it from every type of angle and way rather than just being set in their ways, thinking that their way of looking at life or this entire thing as far as COVID goes is that's what it is. And I'm sorry, it's just not.
Yeah. Fuck COVID. I'm.
It's already canceled. It canceled. Okay, so yesterday was UFC too. I forgot about this. UFC. It was supposed to be Derek Lewis versus Curtis Blades. Curtis Blades got tested positive. He was out. Anthony Smith and his opponent ended up stepping in to the main event role. So that happened last night.
That's tough.
Holland, he's a fighter. He was supposed to fight on December 5th, which I believe is next weekend.
Friday or Saturday.
He was supposed to fight Hammerson. That fight's as of now, that fight's been canceled. I don't know if they're looking for a replacement or they're looking to just cancel the entire event. Not entirely sure because I thought last night's event was going to be canceled too, but then all of a sudden it went through. So
I'm pretty sure it won't be since it's about a week out. They'll probably
find somebody.
Unless somebody else gets tested positive. Like if it's just epidemic after that point. Like it just gets
Well, that's the thing is this is my fear. And this is something that I had mentioned to my NFL fantasy football draft is I had to make a an executive decision. And my point is I told the guys as of the day of the draft that what is y'all's best case scenario? Like, do you guys want to pitch in the full amount that we usually pitch in for the winners? Or do we cut it in half? Or do we just make it really low? Or do y'all want to play for free? I didn't know what... I always engage my players. Like,
yeah.
I start a chat, and I make sure we talk and all this stuff because, again, it's not my money. It's their money. And the thing is I'm not sure how comfortable people are with losing their money.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, we know what we're going in for. Like, not everybody can win the money.
Yeah.
But I had told them, like, if we decide to do this, my case is this. Let's say... before week 9, which would be week 10, if it gets to week 10, everybody's money's staying in no matter what happens after that point. If the season gets closed down after that, then whoever's in first is the winner. Okay? Yep. Now, simple. If it closed before week 9, which is week 9 or less, then I'd give everybody their money back. Everybody agreed. That was fine. We pitched in the money. This is my fear. Right now, I think it might end up being done. I think, like college basketball just started, and they play a lot more often than anybody else. Yeah. I think they might be getting hit soon. College football's been getting hit a lot.
Yeah, Clemson just keeps getting hit after hit after hit.
I mean, Nick Saban just got tested positive again.
Fuck,
his first time was a false positive, but this time it was a positive. And then
Bama just getting hit too
hard. Like everybody's getting hit, like, in the NFL.
Yeah, you just see randoms. Like,
you just can't control what everybody goes and does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just can't. Yeah.
Like, you can't, like, even for us, it's like you can go to work, the same work, and go home or whatever every single day. But you can't control what that other person that comes in every day is doing maybe different every day. Like, he might go see this person this day, but then go over here and go over there and do this, and then he comes back
and goes sees his mom, and his mom's doing the same grocery shopping and goes gets her hair done.
Effect, the domino effect.
Yeah, it's hard. It gets hard at work because I feel bad because I have customers I like a lot, and I like to, like, obviously shake their hand. Now we kind of just like, oh, what's up, man?
Like, you have to kind of keep your distance.
Yeah, and even them.
Casual.
Yeah, even us as consumer and retailer, we kind of talk about it. We're like, damn, it kind of feels different. It feels less like an interaction, more like what up, kind of like you barely know the guy or something. But like I know most of my customers pretty good, right. And it's kind of weird. But yeah, I see what you're saying because you could, like, literally transfer one just standing next to each other for too long.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think anybody's really narrowed it down to how somebody gets it.
No,
you could say it's transmitted through the air. But does that mean if I touch something and I am sick and I don't even know I'm sick, like, could I end up giving it to you by, like, let's say I'm on my phone and I hit you're like, hey, can I borrow your phone for whatever reason? My phone died or whatever.
Yeah.
I give you my phone. Now you're talking on my phone. Does that mean you got it now or you could get it? We
I
don't know.
I have no fucking idea. That's just crazy.
And so it's just hitting everywhere. So I guess my point is I don't want to make this all about COVID. I don't want to make it just about sports or whatever. The only bit of advice is enjoy it now for the next like couple weeks or so, because I would probably hedge my bet that it's probably going to be cut off in a couple weeks.
Yeah, at least prolong. They're gonna probably prolong the season, so a lot of the postponed games. If NFL said they didn't want to do that, but if that's the case, they're already.
Yeah.
I think they might do it because they're so like far along already. They might just do it.
I mean, you are pretty far. I mean, if you're going to crown a champion, I guess it goes to the Steelers because they're undefeated. But then it's like, did they necessarily earn it?
Yeah.
Like, did they earn a Super Bowl? Not at all. Did they earn like a seasonal victory?
Unless they like stop the season for like a month, let everybody quarantine, and then just start the playoffs with whoever's in the playoffs.
I mean,
that's what
I'm all for it. I'm all for whatever. You know, that would be crazy if that's what they did. I wouldn't be.
What would be third pick?
Fourth.
That's cool. Me
Fourth
too.
right now because it's the Jets, the Jags, and the Bengals, and then us.
Oh, Bengals, come on, baby! I seen y'all was doing a little work too.
But they're done. They're not winning shit.
Yeah, shit, man. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's just a little bit of that kind of news right now. It's been kind of, out there in the open. I don't know how much you guys actually know about all that stuff, or if you guys have even been looking into it that much. But yeah, I mean, as far as it goes, I mean, you gotta just try to do your best to at least protect the ones you love. That's the best way I can put it. Protect the ones you love. If you don't give two shits about anybody else dying and getting sick or whatever, I don't care. Don't care about me. Care about the ones that you love, the ones you're closest to. That's what I think is the best advice.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
on other notes, let's talk about Saturday night was a pretty big night. I mean, Tyson fought. We'll talk about that one first because I don't think that one was as exciting as the one before.
I think. So my opinion is, I think everybody expected a second coming of Tyson.
Oh, he didn't look bad, but he, like you were saying, he looked old. But
he's old.
He did look kind of. He
55.
still had a little speed on him for being that old. You gotta
think though, if they're gonna open up
an old nigga league.
Yeah, like an old man division. Then he might be the cream of the crop.
That might. I don't know, because somebody might die.
Well, I don't think anybody will die.
Because Roy Jones was taking them body shots, and he even said that he felt that through his whole head.
He's old.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody might die, bro.
It's not. I don't think someone will die. I just think you're old. Like, if they were still as good as they once were, like you guys probably thought that Tyson was gonna come out, fucking dodging, weaving, bopping this for like.
Roy Jones didn't look good at all.
Roy looked a little timid, like he kind of looked kind of scared.
I would be too.
But I mean, you're fucking retired and you're stepping in the ring. I don't care who's across from me. I'm old now, and I don't like to be punched in the face. This is probably one of the reasons why I retired in the first place.
Yeah.
Because one, I'm too slow. I can't keep up with these young cats. I'm like fucking getting old where these punches in the face are not
ideal. They're traumatizing.
Yeah, it's just like, what am I doing at this point?
Yeah, I feel you. It was cool to watch, I guess, but I didn't like that one.
It drew the audience in.
Yeah, it gave you money for a thriller and shit, but
was it worth whatever you paid for it?
I don't know what it was.
Fuck no.
I don't know how much it was. I think it was like $70 or something like that.
It's I don't know.
I mean, the fight before that was pretty I wish it would have went a little bit longer, but I mean that.
So Jake Paul, if you don't know,
the man, the myth, the legend.
He's a YouTuber. Him and his brother started YouTubing. Well, his older brother Logan Paul, he started on Vine, and then him and his brother started recording just kind of dumb shit. And then as years progressed, they both started YouTubing, and they just became these, like, I don't know how you'd like to frame them, pretty much just like a nuisance to society.
Yeah, they just became...
They started doing stupid shit where it was just... People looked at them and were like, bro, you're not even a good fucking representation of, like... I guess, America in a sense, because they were just doing shit that just, it wasn't cool. Like, it was funny looking at it from, like, afar, but I could only imagine, like, the shit that they put people through during the time.
Oh, yeah. It's just...
And so now that all that's passed by, Jake Paul, the younger brother, has pursued boxing. He seems to really enjoy it. His older brother, I think, could really be good, but he doesn't have that switch where it's like, it's time to go kind of thing. Jake Paul has that. He proved it last night against Nate Robinson.
Oh, man.
I mean, what is your take on it? You clearly watch boxing. You've seen Mayweather.
I love boxing. Nate Robinson did not have technical ability in the ring. His punches were really fast. He was really fast for who he is. But power-wise, it wasn't there. Size-wise, obviously wasn't there. Reach wasn't there. Every time he was punching, he was extending everything he had to hit Logan, which was leaving his whole Jake, his whole fucking face open. So he got knocked down first round twice. Second one was he kind of like pushed him down. Second round, a little timid again. I think he was still shook. Got hit right on the fucking forehead, temple area. Hit him, gets back up, starts boxing a little bit. Extends again. Chin, bink, Logan. Face first to the Jake. Sorry, I keep saying Logan. I watch a lot of Impulsive, that's why.
Logan Paul.
But yeah,
those are my guys. I like them. Like, a lot of people don't like Jake Paul and
I
Logan.
fucking love Jake.
Like, they
He's
don't like the Paul brothers. I like the Paul brothers.
I love the Paul brothers.
They do it different. They're
not the same.
They don't give a fuck in different ways. Like, Jake Paul came out and he said he's done doing the YouTube thing. He's done fucking filming. He don't give a fuck about that. He wants to pursue music and he wants to pursue boxing, which at this particular moment, I don't think he's really great at either one, but I respect the hustle. I mean, he puts out decently good music, and his boxing seems pretty sound for the most part at where he's at in his career. He's only like, let's even give him that extra 6 months or so. He's like 3 years into his boxing career.
Yeah, he's 3 years in.
He's 3-0. He's had 2 technically professional fights. Let's be honest. The first guy, Deji, he's like a nerdy guy. He's a gamer. He's not a physical guy. I respect the fuck out of him for even going through the training camp and going into the ring with anybody. It didn't even have to be Jake Paul. Just the fact that you step into the ring under the lights with thousands of people watching you in the stands at that time.
Yeah.
Like, that's respect. Then he came back and he fought that other dude. I forget his name, but don't even matter.
Yeah, we don't give a fuck.
He fights that fool. Sorry, the effort was there, but he just had no skills. Just not an athlete whatsoever. Of course, he gets knocked out.
Yeah.
Now, Nate Robinson, the way I evaluate him is he's athletic.
He's a very athletic individual.
It's proven he's a fucking athlete.
He's probably one of the more athletic individuals in the world.
At least when it comes to basketball.
He was a two sport athlete in college too. He played football. He was a wide receiver.
Okay.
He wasn't bad.
He's not. Okay.
No. In high school, he was an All-American high school football player.
Still, he's an athlete.
Yeah, he was he was a really good athlete.
Dunk contest winner, I think 3 times in his career, 2 or 3 times. I mean, he had an extended career in the NBA. I mean, it's the NBA. Those are professionals.
I fucking played on almost every team too, by the way.
Yeah, like, so his athleticism is there.
Yeah.
Now, did I see a big gap in almost like experience, I guess? Yes. You could see Jake had been in there before, and the fact that he was on TV and shit did not faze him. Nate Robinson, on the other hand, he's in front of millions of people watching, expecting the Tyson fight. Mm-hmm. So he's getting that, that fight before the main card.
Yeah,
everybody tunes in for that fight.
You gotta. This is the best. It's like you pregame. You're right there. You're like, man, I don't want to miss even a second of the Tyson fight. Let me watch this fight.
Let's watch this fight. You never know. He's a YouTuber. Whatever.
Oh, he thinks he's badass. Yeah.
He goes and knocks this fool out.
Fucking
and
cold.
He does it. Nate Robinson was holding him a lot which I think that was him being scared.
Yeah, I mean, your first fight, I don't think I would know how to fucking just get in there and do it.
And just be loose. Yes.
Yeah, fuck
He looked
no.
very tight. He didn't get loose very well. But yes, he looked very scared. And then he ended up, like you said, leaving himself open a lot of the time.
So many times. I think he probably watching this film and he's just like, fuck, if I would have just did this, he wouldn't have been able to hit me this.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you got to think about it. You're in a fight where in the NBA, other than the dunk contest, which he's so used to doing that because he's excellent at dunking.
Yeah, he's not like an NBA superstar. He's a dunk contest
Yes,
superstar. You know
so
what I mean?
he's used to dunking and making the crowd hype and shit. It's different when you're like in that type of limelight where there's no real physicality and jumping in the ring where someone is trying to beat you.
Yeah,
up.
like if he was like a superstar in the NBA, I don't think the limelight would have phased him. Like if he was like a LeBron, obviously not LeBron, but like if he had a name like LeBron James or something, it would.
Do you think LeBron could step in the ring?
Yeah,
I mean, he's a beast.
He's a fucking.
But again, it's like saying, could LeBron go play football?
Maybe I
Like,
wouldn't
what's
put it.
his succession?
I would put him
compared-
like maybe like better than 70% of the tight ends out there. Tight ends are kind of ass, so I feel like he'd be 70% better than tight ends. But that's what I'm saying. Like if you had names like that, that'd be used to the limelight. Nate Robinson's
Maybe.
not used to the limelight.
Maybe.
Not saying he would be ready just to fucking throw hands. I don't think LeBron can fucking fight, but
You never know. But at least when it comes to Nate Robinson, I'll respect Jake for fighting somebody that actually
has a resume.
Yeah, has a resume. That's a good way of putting it. There was some kind of feedback when it came to who's Nate Robinson. It wasn't just some random fucking YouTuber.
Yeah, it's not some dude that just fucking plays League of Legends or something.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. So I respect him for that.
Yeah.
Now, moving forward, Jake Paul.
Yeah.
I have to say, I want to see you fight somebody that's at least been in boxing and maybe has a few fights under their belt.
Yeah, there's only two ways you could go about this. Fight like an amateur like pro boxer, like somebody that's not like ranked or anything like that. That got that fucking years under their belt.
Right.
Or just keep fighting the celebrities. Because don't call out these big guys because I'm sorry, I don't think you're going to be able to fight them.
Well, if he's over here calling Connor and Dan and Dillis, no offense, Jake, I don't think you're ready for that. I'm not saying you couldn't do it.
A lot of people ain't ready for
But
that.
think about Conor McGregor, bro.
His last boxing fight was against the greatest fighter.
Fucking Nate Robinson? This fool fucks people up. Watch January 23rd when he beats the shit out of Dustin Poirier. You're not gonna be saying that shit.
I love
bro.
Dustin Poirier too. By the way, I like Dustin Poirier.
I don't fucking.
But Conor's gonna fuck him
Dan
up.
and Dillis, I don't give a shit, bro. He's been fighting for fucking years now. That's not a fair fight for you. I say you fight a guy that now you're the underdog.
Like, I'm trying to think of a
Like, think of
what weight class is he? Like 130, 150 or something? How big is he?
He's like 175.
Oh, he's a bigger
dude.
like a, what is that, like a
A
light?
165? Let's see.
165, you're probably fighting, I want to say Canelo in their weight class. I think he's like 165. So he'll be fighting like, there's some good fuckers in that class too. So
Paul weighed in at 189.
God damn.
Robinson was at 181. They had
That's a
190 pounds, but it's currently it's called a cruiserweight class. Used to be 190, but now it's 200. What did I say? 175. Damn, he was fucking 15 more pounds.
Jesus.
He's a bigger dude. He's a big guy.
He has a big frame. He's 6'1", 6'2",
Okay,
something
so
like that.
I'm saying fight a guy that is like 4-5-0.
Yeah, say
He's an amateur pro.
Maybe he went to the Olympics or something. And he was just not that great, but he was there. Yeah, I mean, he was all right. Yeah.
The Olympics. You go to the Olympics. You're fucking.
You're pretty good. Yeah. But
I'm not saying it. I'm saying some guy.
I said it and I
out of
thought about it.
fucking
Philippines.
Wyoming,
Yeah, something
like Wyoming dude that's trying to make a name for himself as well. And
Yeah.
he's like, oh, Jake Paul, like, yeah. But see, I think Jake Paul's on the wave of those big name fights. He thinks he's earned those fights. And I'm like,
YouTuber wise, he has to
like
fight
you
big
said,
YouTubers.
Celebrities, go fight like, who would you like to, like, they were talking last night, he should fight Ron Artest. And I'm like,
I'm trying to think of somebody younger than that, like maybe.
Yeah, because Ron Artest is like 40.
Maybe like a Terrell Owens or like a Chad Ochocinco that's like 38.
Nah, I would go for somebody like
So maybe Ray Lewis. That'd be cool to watch. Ray Lewis is like
Like I
6'3".
said, I think if he's really okay, this is where I have to. This is where I wish I could interview Jake Paul and ask him straight up. You say you love boxing. You say you love the sport so much that this is going to be your passion and pursued by you for years to come now. You're 23 years old. You've only had 3 years under your belt of fighting, okay? Fair enough. You have you're 3-0, 2-0 in professional. Let's talk. What exactly are you looking for the sport? Are you looking to become like a champion?
Oh, that nigga's never.
Are you looking for paydays?
Yeah, he has
because there's paydays and there's champions and then there's both.
Yeah, I feel like if he really wanted to pursue boxing that way, he has to go to the WCA or WBCA or whatever it is and start from the bottom, just fight the bottom of the bottom.
But that's what I'm saying is if that's what he wants, then you need to you're going to have to accept that you're not going to be a main like event or a co-main event. You have to accept that you're going to go and fight on a prelim.
Yeah.
In a fucking sorry card bullshit against a guy that is barely making a name for himself.
Yeah, so I feel like he's about the money, but if he wants to really become like the WBCA champion, he's gonna have to fight some guys like that.
I just think he's not about the actual boxing.
Oh no, he don't want those. I don't think he really wants to smoke. I think he wants the big names. Like he's calling Conor like, oh, I'll fight Conor because that's gonna make me fucking money. Millions.
Yeah, it's gonna make him money, but at the same time, it's gonna more or less, it's gonna make him like look better, I guess. Like if he loses, it's like a win-win for him. It's like if he loses to Conor, he's supposed to lose to Conor. If he beats Conor, now he looks like the next Conor.
That's true. I wouldn't mind him fighting like Myles Garrett. That'd be cool. Myles Garrett seems like a crazy ass fucking guy.
See, but I don't see anybody professionally like gonna step into the ring like that, except a guy that's professionally boxing.
Yeah, that's true.
You're not gonna get a fucking guy that plays like LeBron's not gonna come out of basketball to box Jake Paul. Myles Garrett's not gonna go and box. That's
why I said earlier off camera. I said Rondo because he does like boxing on the side. So
I mean that would be cool, but Rondo doesn't look 190.
Nah, he's like probably
like 160.
160.
That's a big difference.
Let's see what Google says. I don't know what Google's gonna say, but let's see.
I'm just saying, like you have to think of somebody that may or may not actually be a challenge. And like I said, if he's chasing the money, go find another celebrity like a Justin Bieber.
So he'd be about the same size, 6'1", 185. Rajon Rondo.
So they're about the same size.
They're about the same size. I think Rondo probably has a reach on him. He's fucking a long.
Yeah, he's a long dude.
He's a long dude. So I feel like that'd be a good fight.
Hey, that might be. Hey, Rondo, if you need some fucking guys to.
Hey, matter of fact, before we get into anything else, shout out Snoop Dogg as the commentator. Motherfucker is hilarious.
Well, yeah, he's funny.
He's fucking funny as fuck.
He's funny as fuck.
I fucking love that shit. I fucking love that shit. That shit was funny.
I mean, Israel was on there.
Oh, my guy.
Sugar was on there.
Yeah, Ray Leonard was there. And then there was the obvious, like, a real commentator. Yeah. I didn't know who he was.
I mean, again, respect to Jake Paul for stepping in.
Shout out to Thriller for hosting that shit. That shit was a pretty big one.
Yeah, that was a dope event. Again, like I said, it depends on Jake Paul's real vision here.
Yeah, like I don't know if he really does.
If he wants to go fight, the celebrities, bro, by all means, go and fucking knock them out. Like, go and do you. Because at the end of the day, you look like a badass. I mean, you're going to make some good money. I don't think you're even worried about the money.
Nah, at this point, I don't think he is.
I think, like I said, if he wants a belt, he's got to step into the ring with some actual guys.
Some real
dudes. Like, some real
Like,
guys.
go to Mexico and go fight one of the Mexico dudes.
Yeah,
and
just fight somebody
bad, too.
An actual professional.
Yeah, somebody.
Well, nobody crazy, just like a 4-5-0. You be the underdog.
Even if he asked, like, fuck, who's kind of, like, fell off. Like, he's kind of a brawler. I was going to say Diego Sanchez. Like, fight that motherfucker. In a boxing fight.
Though.
Diego Sanchez is a brawler. He'll fight.
Yeah, but you don't. That's the thing. You can't. I don't think boxers should cross, and I don't think MMA should cross. Like, it's just. Those are just two different sports. Like, I know people look at, like, UFC is physical and you're fucking each other up. Yeah, that's true. I'm not here to deny that at all. It's just MMA, you have to focus on Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, karate, grappling. Like, boxing's in there, but it's a part of everything. Where boxing's just boxing, and I'm not saying boxing's less than MMA, but boxing's different. Where you focus more on your bobbing and weaving, your footwork, your hand speed, your coordination. Like, you have different like elements to the game where MMA and boxing just are not the same. Like, that's why when Conor fought Mayweather, I kept thinking, imagine if Conor just like need this fool, like or he always does this like straight leg kick to the chest. Like, what if he just fucking kicked Mayweather?
That'd be lit.
But they had already implemented rules and told Conor, you do that, you're fined 50 G's. I think that's what it was.
Fuck.
So it was like.
But you got to think of his mindset too, because he's fucking an MMA fighter. He's probably just not used to like just throwing hands the whole time.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the way I look at it. So as far as it goes, I'm proud of Jake. I was rooting for Jake. I hope to see Jake in there again. But I'll be honest, I hope you come out here in the months to come before your next fight and really state what it is you're pursuing.
Yeah. And shout out to everybody that didn't want to take my bets. They were like, "Oh, Nate Robinson's gonna fuck him up." Swiped up. Y'all weren't about that. Y'all knew. I think y'all knew deep down in y'all's heart Nate Robinson wasn't gonna win. Deep down.
I didn't even think he had a chance.
I thought he had a chance. Like I said in the last podcast, I thought he had a chance, but Jake Paul's been doing it so fucking long.
I didn't think so because Jake Paul wants to be there.
Yeah, he was
Nate
willing
Robinson chose to be
He's
there.
willing to get knocked out and die on that. I feel like Jake Paul is like, fucking, if I die on this fucking canvas.
Yeah, Jake Paul was ready to go down. And props, like, it's one thing to step in, but another to
it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for him to find somebody. Like, if somebody goes in there and actually knows how to fucking box, it's going to be hard because he's so used to these Joe Blows that don't know what they're doing.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's important for him to come out and say what he wants.
Yeah, if you want to fight these celebrities, that'd be fun to watch too. I'll still watch it. Yeah, I mean, I know you can knock these motherfuckers out left and right. You're gonna be the Kimbo Slice of the YouTube boxing.
Yeah, I mean, if he goes and fights whoever he wants to fight in the boxing YouTube world, do it, bro. I have nothing against you slaying everybody on YouTube. Like, that'll just make you literally the best YouTube fighter of all time.
Yeah, unless you like give like say a fighter, you fight the next guy, whoever it is, but the next fight after that, you give them a heads up like, hey, if I win this fight, I want to fight you. So start training now. That's 2 years in advance. Like, here you go, fucker. You got the here you go, bitch.
It's
like, that's what I would do.
I think it's important for him to come out and say what he wants. That's all I'm saying, Jake. Do you, bro? Congrats on the dub. I mean, can't say enough about it. It's.
I was going for you. I
was rooting for you, dog. Whenever if you check my snap right now, I know you won't, but if you do, I was hyped when you knocked that fool out. I was like, damn, we'll fucking knock him out. Also, before we do move off of this subject, respect to Nate Robinson. I know you got knocked out, bro, and people are like, oh, you suck.
I know, they were giving him shit.
That's fucked up. If you guys are, I want you to step up and be in a boxing match and train. Not just fight somebody, Joe Blow at the bar and shit like you fucking hood rats know how to. I'm talking like train for months, cut weight, be sound on your skills, and go and step into the ring where not even millions. Let's just take Roswell, for instance. Let a good community Roswell fight happen, and you go step into the ring like that. I want to see how you do.
If anybody wants to box me, let me know. I'll fucking train for a year. And I'll fight one of y'all motherfuckers. I swear to God!
I'll be lit. I mean, that's kind of the way it goes. I'm just saying, respect to Nate Robinson because it takes balls to even do that shit.
Yeah, but yeah, that's straight up fucked up because I don't think half of the world would even step in the ring with somebody that has 3 years in training and you only have 1 year. I don't think anybody would do that.
Ain't nobody doing that shit because it's not easy, man.
I'm not gonna lie, it must have been a good bag because I don't know if I want to get in the ring with Jake Paul.
Okay, hold on. If I was Nate Robinson, I look at the fights before and I'm like, yeah, I could beat this fool.
Oh,
like,
that's
true. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he didn't show me something fighting Deji and the other dude that I was like, damn, that fool's lead.
That fool's about to be
like,
the WCBA champion.
And another YouTuber.
That fool's about to be the real boxer of life. Yeah, I didn't think that neither. But
exactly. Like,
so Nate Robinson probably was like, I could probably beat this fool.
Yeah, but in my eyes, I was taking more of the passion that Jake has compared to Nate Robinson.
Yeah, Nate's probably not ever gonna fight again.
Yes, exactly.
That's probably even if he won, I don't think he would have fought again.
Exactly. That's my point. Is he was one and done regardless of the result.
Yeah.
It just that's what it was. Jake Paul's there, I guess, to stay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, I hope. I don't mean to get off track, but I mean, still somewhat what I like on track, I guess. But I want to see Logan Paul do some MMA.
Yeah, he's been talking about it a lot.
Like, I want to see him fight. Nobody crazy. Again, I'm not saying go jump in the fucking thing with Paulo Costa.
Yeah, go fucking China or something. Fight one of them China. Because I'm not a fan.
China, but I would say start on one of these lower end dudes.
Yeah.
Like fight. Who could I think of in? Because he's like a light heavy. That's how fucking big he is.
Both of them are big white dudes. They're fucking big fucking dudes from like where fucking Ohio or something.
He can fight like right
fucking
now.
Big
the best case scenario would just be fighting some. It's hard because
like you got.
I feel like MMA, you have so many badasses.
Like you don't fight anybody in the UFC. No one in the Bellator. Bellator. Like you got to go like down there, down there.
Go down to like. See, but that's where the.
Because MMA is hard to find somebody
that's where you scare them because. Like, if it wasn't for boxing being so open to having, like, a YouTuber on their card, it makes them money.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
But MMA is not like that, where...
You're not making money.
You're not gonna go jump on a UFC card.
Hey!
The cards are so small.
I wouldn't doubt that it would ever happen because... it's off topic, but Nelk Boys and... UFC just did a collab. I mean, they like the YouTubers now, so it's never impossible.
I wouldn't say it's impossible. I just say it's unlikely.
Dana White's kind of woke, so.
But it's hard because you're liable for these guys that have no experience, and what is he gonna do? Fucking fight a YouTuber MMA? Like that to me is not appealing.
It's boring.
Plus, you're not gonna put him at the co-main event. If you were to do that, then I'm not probably.
He's probably like the top, like what is it? Right before the main card, like the prelims. He's probably like the last fight on the prelims.
I don't know if that's enough limelight.
Oh
for
fuck
them
no!
To step in.
He would have to join he would have to do what they did with Jake Paul this last one. Just do off.
Well, that's why DAZN was so popular during the last two fights before last night because they were willing to open up their whole shit and make these guys the main events.
DAZN's the one that Ryan Garcia fights in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he fights with.
And so, I mean, it's definitely interesting. It got us
it was
talking.
fun.
It was cool to watch. Like I said, I just want to know a little bit more from
YouTube's been popping, though. Shout out 100 Thieves, signed my favorite YouTube channel, 2 Hype. 2 of the 2 Hype members played in it was like a charity CTP, closer to the pin, golf tournament. It was Christopher, LSK London, Jesser, and what's the fuck's the other guy's name? T-Jazz. He's a basketball YouTuber. And then MMG. He used to be a kicker, like for college. He used to be a kicker. They played. It was 107 yards to the pin, and MMG MMG. I think that's his name, MGM or whatever. I don't know his name. I don't really watch that guy on YouTube, so I don't know him. He won. He has the most experience in golf. He's played a few years now. The other 3 guys, they were first time players. It was pretty cool that like every time it hit the green, they put $10,000 or $1,500 into the pot. So they started with 10. They like made like $50,000 for like a charity. It was pretty cool.
That's what's up. Sounds pretty lit.
A lot of YouTubers are getting into a lot of different shit now. It's pretty cool to watch.
Yeah, I think that's pretty dope to see how much adversity there is, along with like just doing the whole YouTube thing.
Yeah,
it's like you do YouTube, but then you gotta venture into other shit. So that's pretty dope. I mean, also I think what was it, Phil Mickelson versus and Charles Barkley versus Steph Curry and. Who was Steph Curry's partner?
It wasn't Manning. It was.
Oh, it was Peyton Manning.
It was Peyton Manning?
Yeah, it was Peyton Manning.
Phil Mickelson and Charles Barkley won easily.
Yeah, they won. I didn't get to watch it. There's so much shit
going
on.
There was too much shit, bro.
But
there's so much shit. It's crazy.
It's pretty. Those are cool. I like to see the little charity events more often.
Yeah, I like that shit. That shit's crazy. It's fun to watch. Steph Curry's a fucking beast at golf. He's really good. He could probably go be an amateur golfer. I don't know if he could be a pro, but
I feel like a lot of these athletes are good at golf.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
all these fools just
A lot of NBA players are
like
good at
all
golf.
go to golf.
A lot of NBA
It's
players.
like, oh, Steph Curry, oh,
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. Well, Michael Jordan always loved the golf. But
Um,
like, yeah, you get all these guys that Michael Phelps.
yeah.
Fucking,
You just get random.
like you
people.
get all these
Charles
athletes-
Barkley, not to be like, I know he swings ass, but it's like he likes to golf.
I know, like watching these golfers, I'm like, damn, I kind of miss golfing.
I know. I watched it. I was watching the highlights yesterday, and I was like, "Damn, that's fucking." I wish I could like go. I could go play golf, but I'm like,
yeah, like I haven't played golf in forever. Even before I had gotten injured, I hadn't went in golf because I was disc golfing so much.
And it was cheap. It
And
was
then
easy.
It was
free.
way easier,
Yeah.
cheaper. I like to travel and play disc golf, and that's still the case. It's just watching them golf. I'm like, damn. I remember I'm pretty good at golf. Like I fucking can do
Yeah.
those things. So it's pretty dope. Hopefully, I forgot to even say this. I don't even know why I didn't mention it. Hopefully, everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. I forgot about that.
Yeah, gang
I mean,
shit.
It's already been almost a week, pretty much. But
Pretty much.
happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed it with your friends and family, however you did it. Hopefully, nobody called cops on each other. But,
It's Roswell. It
yeah,
happens.
I don't know. Like I said, we're not gonna get into the whole bullshit of all that. I just hope you had a good Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Keep enjoying the days to come. Christmas is around the corner now.
Christmas.
I mean, if you guys are watching, please comment happy birthday to the little bro. It's his birthday, which would be today when you're watching this.
When you watch
so
this, yeah.
tell him happy birthday in the comments. What else? I mean,
Let's see what else we could. There's a lot. Dave Chappelle. I forgot about this. This is just random news that I was watching.
okay.
Dave Chappelle had the Dave Chappelle. Well, Netflix have Dave Chappelle streaming on their shit. Which, if you don't know, there's an article on it. Dave Chappelle don't have any rights to that because he signed a contract with Comedy Central, which Comedy Central fucked him, and he don't have no rights to that. So every time they get streamed like on HBO or anything that like Netflix, Comedy Central makes money off of that. So if you don't know, there's a few comedians that are signed with Netflix, like Adam Sandler, Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle. There's probably a few more. Those are the only ones I really watch. But they're signed to Netflix, which that means all their stand-up goes there. So Dave Chappelle called Netflix saying it hurt his feelings and he was upset about it, if they could take it off. Because the people that made Netflix probably didn't know, because Netflix wasn't around in 2000 whatever. He made that 2004. So he asked them if they could take it down because he's not making money, which they did, which made him do a stand-up for about 30 minutes and talked about it. Very interesting. It was pretty cool just to hear Dave Chappelle talk about some real shit that he doesn't really like Comedy Central, and which you could tell Kevin Hart doesn't like Comedy Central because a lot of his new stand-up goes on to Netflix. Shout out to his new one. That shit was funny. He was in his house. That shit was funny as fuck. But yeah, Netflix is a real one for taking it off for Dave Chappelle. So yeah, it was just a little news like that.
I
It's
mean,
pretty
that's
cool.
the thing. You fucking deal with these companies. That's why I praise Joe Rogan so much. Is like he did the YouTube thing for as long as he
As
did,
long as
and
he
then
could.
finally Spotify stepped up, and he was like, "Okay, cool. I'm gonna give you the rights to my shit." And now it's like, like you. Back then it was different, back in the day, like when YouTube was barely a thing and social medias were barely a thing and Netflix, like you said, wasn't around. But now it's like you have to kind of take it to consideration, like holding out is the best way to do things because you want to make sure that whatever it is that you're doing is worth it.
Yeah, like rappers like RIP to King Von. He has the masters to all his music, so he gets all the money. His family gets all the money that he's made off the music. So, like saying that's just how it is for comedians as well. It's not probably the masters of it, but it's like the rights to his jokes or the right to that show. Which he also said he might make a Dave Chappelle show himself on Netflix. Obviously, can't call it the Dave Chappelle show, but
Right.
I mean, man's a fucking
I
hilarious.
don't know.
Fucker.
It just, like I said, it depends on your situation and how you got to deal with things. But That's crazy.
Yeah, it's
you would have
pretty.
never known about that shit.
Nah, I didn't know about this shit until he started making a comedy about it, and it was fucking funny.
Well, fuck it. I mean, it happens.
No. Do you think they're gonna sit Carson Wentz? This is
Nah.
prior before we even get to watch the game, so we don't know what the fuck.
No, they're not sitting Carson Wentz. I don't think I think he's gonna finish the season.
Hopefully.
I don't see him. It's just real. I don't know, man. It's just hard. At this point, I don't give two fucks. I think of it this way: if Jalen Hurts was worth putting in, they would put him in.
They already did it.
Yeah, I
They're
don't think
3-6-1.
Look at the Dolphins. I don't think that they put Tua in if he wasn't ready.
Yeah, Tua.
So they put Tua in.
He's not bad
because he was better.
I don't know if he was better than Fitzpatrick.
I think he's better than Fitzpatrick because at least Fitzpatrick, yeah, you might get Fitzpatrick where he's like badass. But then you know he's going to eventually start sucking again.
That's
Tua,
true.
you don't know what you're getting exactly. Like, you've seen him in practice and you're like, damn, he's not bad. Like, let's give him some reps in the games and see what we're working with. Because if they end up sucking, then maybe you can trade him or get rid of him and go for another top guy later on like they did in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
So Carson Wentz, I don't know. Dallas, poor Dallas, they just seem to not be able to do it, which I'm cool with. I know I got asked this earlier at church, like, oh, are you sad that the Cowboys suck? I mean, is it what I wanted this year? No. But, again, I'm not upset because win, lose, or draw, I'm a Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
I'll have to talk shit about them. I don't have to express my feelings about Dak Prescott anymore. None of that. All I got to say is hopefully we get a good pick. Right now we're fourth behind the Jets, Jags, and Bengals, which I don't see the Bengals going for a quarterback. Maybe the Jaguars go for a quarterback. Jets still don't think, I don't know what they're going to do with Sam Darnold quite yet. But
the Jets are actually, they're going to lose. They're down 10 already. But the Jags are down 4 to the Browns.
Well, I don't know. I mean, the Jags...
And they're in field goal range, so they're going to kick a field goal right now.
The Jags are always up and down. Like, 1 week... they've been looking good.
They have, damn. Jalen or James Robinson every week. Every fucking week. He's 11 already.
11 already.
Shout out Evan Ingram. God damn, another 44-yard catch.
Bro, fucking...
Evan Ingram has...
Derrick Henry right now, $140, 3 touchdowns. A.J. Brown, 2 receptions, 76 yards, a touchdown. Austin Eckler, welcome back, fucker.
Fucking dick.
I'm playing him in all my leagues, I think.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are the chances of that?
Shout out Cole Beasley for the pass. Puss.
Yeah, so, I don't know. Right now, I'm just praying that the fucking NFL gets through the season.
Fuck the NFL season. We got this right here. I'm going to open it on the fucking podcast. There's only 2 cards. It was a very expensive fucking pack.
There's only 2 cards in there?
There's only 2 cards in here, and you get a autograph and a fucking numbered card. So what we're looking for here is a John Morant, obviously Zion. I like Tyler Hero, so I would hope a Tyler Hero.
What's the best case scenario? Like, before you open it completely, what's the cream of the crop? What's gonna make you $1 million?
Probably a John
Morant right now.
John Morant. But you could get like a Dwayne Wade that's like $1,200, like signature.
And there's only 2 cards in there.
There's only 2 cards.
What the fuck, fool?
So we're gonna pull this back card first. This is the non-auto. It's Paul George, 50 out of 99. So, it is a Nikola Jokic first team signature. So it's just a redemption. I got a redemption card. So
it's not shit.
It is shit. I just have to redeem it, and then it gets shipped into the house. But yeah, that's what this is. It's a pretty cool card. This is probably like $150 probably dollar card. I mean, it doesn't make my money back, but
fuck.
But yeah, that's what happens. Sometimes you take the risk and reward. I mean, it's gonna be a cool card to have in a collection. This Paul George I've seen everybody have this fucking card. I don't like Paul George, so I'm kind of pissed that I got this card.
I don't like Paul George either. So this card right now is worth $150 maybe.
Maybe. Let's see. I don't know.
I wish I could see it.
It's
You can't even see the fucking card. It's in this fucking thing with other things on it.
yeah. You just like have to take it out and scratch it off, and then you get the fucking you just send it into Panini, and then like fucking
They'll give you your money.
like no, they give you the card like this.
Oh, I see.
So-
okay, so you scratch this thing.
So sometimes
and
they
you
don't.
have to redeem it by the 2022.
So sometimes they don't have the card ready for production, but they make those.
Oh, I see. So it's a card that's not even made yet.
Yeah. Let's see how much this card is worth. I'm assuming like
So
I
say
said,
this-
150.
What would you say? Was this worth it?
Nah, hell no. But it's like I like doing it because it's just the risk of the card. Let's see, Nikola Jokic. They don't have none of them have them redeemed. Oh, it actually looks pretty cool. I think that's what it is. No, that's not it. It's an auto. I don't know. No one has it redeemed yet, but everybody that has it on a bid. So the bid starts at like $20 right now. It looks like, but like I said, it could be. It depends when you redeem it.
So what's this worth? What's the Paul George worth?
The Paul George, I don't know. Everybody got that fucking card.
So maybe that's the card that's just a common card.
Yeah, it's just a common little bitch. Yeah, that's like $20.
Fuck.
Hey, it's not.
Guys, don't do things like this. This is your life lesson right here. It's like gambling. I was telling him.
$50.
He's addicted.
$50. Not bad.
I guess it's not bad. $50. Okay, so I do have a question because he's become this hardcore card collector.
Yeah.
As a card collector, I hope at least I've taught you something. You do your research. So what little bit of
This is
okay? So how do you redeem your money? Like, let's say for instance that's $50. Who are the buyers?
you could sell this to like card shops or whatever.
Okay.
And obviously you won't get $50, or you could sell it on eBay. Somebody might be a Paul George fan. You could.
Okay.
So it
So
just
basically,
depends on.
you have to do that part on your own.
Yeah, like this, you would have to sell it on your own. But like, I don't really do it for the money right now because I just like to collect them and have like cool cards. Like this Paul George isn't bad. It's a 50 out of 99, so it's kind of
Right.
cool. It's just cool to have. Like whenever people are like, "Hey, you collect cards?" I'm like, "Yeah, I collect cards. Let me show you what I got."
So
Like I got a Rex Burkhead signature card. That's pretty fucking. It's not cool, but it's like cool to me because it's like a random.
right, it's a
random-
random person to have their autograph.
I have like a Geno Smith signature card,
Okay,
and
but-
Geno Smith
okay,
back in the day
tell
was.
me this. So I know you're getting cards that have no value.
There are some that don't have value.
like
yeah.
they might be $1.
Maybe if
Yeah.
you're lucky.
Okay. So, with that being said, what is it that you do with those cards?
I just put them in a box and just leave them there. Like it's just a card.
So
at
there's
the-
nothing to it but just collecting dust.
Yeah,
now?
those ones are that. But like I have like a Jerry Judy. You've seen that one. I have Claypool. I have like what else I got? I got Kuzma's rookie. I got Devin Booker rookies. Just like cards like that. I like just having them in my collection. Like Panini does bad on James Harden. Like they never give him good cards, so I don't ever get James Harden cards because they fuck with him. They don't like James Harden, I guess.
Really?
I don't know. It's fucking weird. So yeah,
What if you got a Panini James Harden card on accident?
I'd be sick.
That'd
But I
be
mean, you could get them, but it's just like they're never like good cards. Like they don't give them like
A stamp or anything.
like this. They never give a a James Harden 50 out of 99 like.
It's just a James Harden.
It's just a James Harden fucking base card. It won't be like a. They call them parallels. So like this is like a parallel from the base set, which that means the base set won't have the little number on the
So
bottom.
okay, so does this mean that you have
50.
one of the 99?
Yeah,
So
there's only 99, and this card's probably like this card might be even worth more because it's only card number 14 in the set. Like, so if you look on the back of this one, it's number 88. So his card was made 88th. Like there's probably like LeBron's probably one, Giannis
Oh,
too.
okay, I
so then
see.
his number was 88th. They made his card the 88th. They made
So there was 87 other people they produced
before
him.
so then they made Nikola Jokic 14. So that his
So
was
his is pretty high up.
it's pretty high up there. That's why his was an autograph.
Who would you say is in the top 10 of the 10?
10. You in autographs?
So LeBron.
Nah, LeBron don't. He's an upper deck guy, so he's only signing upper deck cards. So he
So
will
he's
never
not-
sign a Panini card. He's
Okay,
only
so
signed
who's
upper
the
deck.
10 Paninis?
Panini, you're probably having like Zion, Justin, or Jalen. What's his name? Tatum.
Oh, Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum, Trey Young, Luka Doncic, Giannis,
So a bunch of young guys.
AD, Dwayne Wade. Yeah, Dwayne Wade has a nice one. Like I said, it has like a $1,200 value.
Okay.
Larry Bird, Wilt Chamberlain. Some old guys could be in the top too because they're just the legends. But then you got like probably like 50s, like Walt Frazier or something, like some random motherfucker.
Oh man.
So
It's a gamble.
It was cool. I like it. It was cool. I mean, Nikolai Jokic is gonna be good to have for a while. I mean, it might go up in value once I get the actual card.
So all you gotta do is open that, scratch that, give them the redemption, and they send you another.
They send
card,
you a card.
Like that one.
Yeah. So
Like the Paul George one.
yeah, it'll be just like this, but it'll be signature of Nikolai Jokic. I'm assuming it's probably out of like 25.
That's pretty lit.
So it'll be out of 25.
Like
So
you said, it's just cool to have like that nostalgia of collectors. You gotta make yourself something or buy something to display them.
yeah. So I do that a lot. I mean, like I said, I have a Rex Burkhead. I have a Giovanni Bernard card it's not signed. It's just his rookie card, and it looks cool. It looks pretty cool. It has like his jersey on it and shit. A football that he played with. I mean, like in the game. So I mean, it's cool to have.
Well, that's what's up.
But if you buy a product like say this, and you get like Ruri Hachimura, sell it right away. Because I mean, 90% of the NBA players aren't gonna be superstars. So Taco Fall is one of the players I would sell to if I got an autograph card. It's just fast paced selling.
Well, that's what's up, man.
Yeah,
Hopefully you guys like that part of it. We've never done anything like that on here.
I know I never done that shit.
All right, guys. Like and subscribe. Share the video if you can and don't mind. See you guys Wednesday for our food review. And that's it. So peace out.
Laters.
That's what I'm talking about.